Hey everyone, this is Lazarus and today I will talk about Ramirez, Galvan and Davi. So let's start with Ramirez. Ramirez comes with a team skill super solidarity, toughness, non-Japanese players, so every one of them gets 20% and a full power gauge up as a passive, so when he wins in a matchup, your full power gauge will rise by 10%. Special skills are Slugger Pass with a momentum of 455, Hugo Step with 425 and a set of A-ranked Swift Interception and Speed Tackle with momentums of 295 and 265. His hidden skills are stats up to Espadas by 5%, so that's awesome. Another stats up to Espadas, and this time it's 2% with an activation rate of 50%, so that's awesome too. Full body stand 15%, so when he has 80% or more of his stamina, in his case that's 848. His special skills momentum rise by 15%, and the lower his stamina is, the weaker the passive is too, and when he reaches 212 stamina, it's not active. And lastly, stats down to your opponent by 2%. First, we will talk about his power when he has full stamina, and then I'll show you how does he look when he has half of his stamina. When he has full of his stamina, he is a great dribbler at 53.6k and a great passer at 58.8k. So if you guess correctly, you will win a matchup almost always, and sometimes even when you don't, because those values are pretty great. While on his defensive side, he is not so great at 28k on tackle and 48k on intercept. Obviously, intercept is better and you will have some success intercepting passes, especially when you are second or third in a matchup. But if you are alone, your opponent will have no trouble in dribbling you, and that's his flaw. Another one is that his raw stats are not so impressive at first, so he will have troubles even white intercepting at 10k. When he has half of his stamina, he looks like this. Still a great dribbler at 50k and a great passer at 55, while on the defensive side he is even weaker now. And lastly, when he has lower than 212 stamina, he is still a respectable dribbler and passer, while he is almost non-existent in his defensive roles. I would say that this guy will be a must for everyone who uses Espadas as his keeper, cause he gives too much to be overlooked. And you will not suffer too much having him on the field, cause he will do his job in attacking areas perfectly well. I would limit break him pass, intercept, technique 25, dribble 21 and speed 4. I wouldn't touch tackle cause you will not save him by giving him any limit break on that, while you must give him as much as possible on intercept, so he does occasionally even white intercepts some passes or bully some weaker dribbles. So let's talk about Galvan now. Galvan comes with a team skill that gives all agility non-Japanese players 20% and a passive pedal to metal, so he gets a bump to his stats of 20% in full power football. Special skills are Galvan Cannon with a momentum of 475, and yes, that's a shot. S-ranked high power dribble with a momentum of 415 and an A-ranked full power intercept. No, this guy is not a forward, he is a defender and a defensive midfielder. Hidden skills are stats up to Diaz 5%, so that's awesome. And just like Ramirez to Espadas, this guy gives another 2% with a 50% chance of activating. 1-2 killer 80%, so nobody is gonna go 1-2 over him because he will bully that easy, and stats down to opponent by 2%. His stats are the highest on shot, and that sucks in my opinion. There's so many good forwards released this anniversary, so we don't need a defensive midfielder that can score besides Michael. His dribble is good in full power football and out of it isn't. Shot the same story with tackle, block and intercept with 51k on intercept, 54.4 on block and 55.1 on intercept, while out of full power football it's a sad 42.5, 42.3 and 45.9k. If only his block isn't so high and most his stats went to his tackle and intercept, or one of them, I would say that this guy is very good, but now I see him as a burden that will win some matchups out of full power football. So because we have so many great non-Japanese defensive midfielders, we don't need this guy there, and would make more sense to play him as a side defender to hide his flaws. His 1-2 killer saves him a little, cause when someone uses 1-2 against this guy, he looks like this. So whatever he does, he will bully most of 1-2s, cause he reaches 76.6k on tackle 81.6k on block and 82.7 in intercept. And when in full power football, it's 85.1, 90.7 and 91.9 on intercept. So no chance of 1-2 goals over this guy. That would seem very intimidating at first, but still you can pass over this guy with your best passes with no problem. I would limit break him tackle speed, intercept technique 25 to maximize his use as a side defender or a defensive midfielder. In full power football he can score with a 69.8k when you are really desperate, but don't limit break on that. Now let's talk about Davi or Davids. Davi comes with a super solidarity team skill that gives every skilled non-Japanese player 20% and a passive stamina killer, so no counter moves this time. That means every opponent that is matched up with you will have to use 30% more stamina to deal with this guy, so that is very annoying. His special skills are hunting tackle with a momentum of 450, liner dribble with 420, and a set of 2 A-ranked perfect cross with 295 and swift interception with 295 too. Hidden skills are stats up to Cloyard 5% and additional 2% 50% of the time, so just like the other two. Stats down to your opponent 2% and he is a low baller. A low baller for a guy that can't pass to save his life. When you see the color scaling of his stats, you can see that his tackle and dribble gets the most love, so he is a great dribbler at 47k and a great tackler too at 58k. His intercept is around or below average at 41.7 with a swift interception, and kinda sucks that he doesn't have a better interception special skill, cause that would save him a bit there, but like this he would be easy to pass over. Not if you bully your opponent with your tackle though. That is kinda almost the same as Bunak, a bit worse on his stats cause Bunak is at least 10% stronger against Japanese players and this guy has no passive or hidden skill that raises his stats, so he will always look the same, while with his stats up to Clover he gives a bit back. That's why I would put them in the same bucket. His low baller hidden skill is okay, but you will rarely have success with it cause he has a miserable raw stat in pass at 8.4k, and with that pathetic A-ranked perfect cross you won't pass over anybody. You can still dribble just like in Bunak's case, and again just like in Bunak's case, after you dribble you will panic and hope nobody intercepts your right pass. There's one more thing where Bunak is better than this guy, and that is the fact that he is a defender and this guy is a defensive midfielder, so you can't put him as a side defender and hide his flaws a bit. I feel like this his flaws will be easily revealed more often than not. His limit break should be the same as of the one that Bunak has, and that's tackle speed, intercept, technique 25. Now if you will pull for these guys, good luck, cause they are at a miserable regular 3% banner with no bonuses whatsoever, with a miserable 0.42% rate for each one of them, with a ton of other garbage in the pool. So it can be great to some to go for 6 multi-spins, 5 singles daily and 5 singles for 5 DBs and spend 330 dream balls, and maybe you get one of them in that time and buy another, so you can have 2 and that's great, but the truth is most of you guys will get only one, and that's the one you will buy in the shop for 75 medals. That's great, but could be better if it's 3 plus 1. But okay, like this video if you liked it. If you disliked it, fuck it, right? Funby cards, your all. You can tip me with a link to Streamlabs in the description below. So yeah, that's about it. See you then. Bye.